Good evening, FSU. I'm meteorologist Brandon Lashwick with you tonight on this Thursday edition of FSU Weather. Right now over Doak Campbell Stadium, partly cloudy skies with that sunshine peeking through just a little bit. 99 degrees is the current temperature. I did not say that wrong, 99 degrees. But we do have a north-northeast wind at 3 miles an hour. And that 99 degrees is definitely coupled with similar temperatures across the area. 100 in Monticello, 97 in Thomasville, so no matter where you go in this region, it is very hot. Storms right now on the radar are just beginning to pop up as that sea breeze convection kicks in. We'll talk a little bit about what those chances are for some severe weather a little bit later on. But for the rest of the show, we have that very aggressive heat wave still over the U.S. That severe weather is a possibility for tonight in Tallahassee, and Tropical Depression 3 joins the party in the Eastern Pacific. All that and more on FSU Weather. And welcome back in. 99 degrees is the current temperature, which is it's feeling like even hotter than that with our heat index as well. And 99 degrees is very close to our record of 100, 1 degree shy. And it's definitely very much above average for this time of year with 8 degrees above average, and even our low is 6 degrees above average as well. And throughout the region, temperatures are in that high 90s. I don't see anything below 97, or maybe Quincy a little bit. Well, they have some little bit of showers, 93. So showers and storms will help to cool the atmosphere just a little bit, but not too terribly. A lot of moisture is in the atmosphere as well in our area to help kick off those storms. And the heat index, 109 is what it's feeling like in Tallahassee right now, 107 up in Quincy. Not sure how accurate that 126 is, but it probably feels like that to some people too. And today we do have a severe weather risk. We are in the 1 out of 5 marginal risk given from the Storm Prediction Center. So our risk for today for our strongest storms that do reach that level will be damaging winds and also very frequent lightning. Also for our alerts, we are under a excessive heat advisory for today. So we have heat indices reaching possibly 110, 113, and it will persist into tomorrow. The heat index is also expected to reach 113, and that alert will be in effect from 12 p.m. up until 11 p.m. tomorrow. And on the radar right now, we'll see some lightning with these showers and that sea breeze kicking off around the coast, and these showers will begin to drift toward the west as we go into the overnight hours. And into the overnight hours, temperatures will not make it below mid-70s, 75 Tallahassee, 78 in St. Mark's, and about 75 or else you go a little more inland. And for tomorrow morning, I'll like to introduce you to my other cat, Crate. Tomorrow morning, I would suggest you go early in the morning for your dog walk or your morning walk. Bring some water, a hat as well, because it will be very sunny out. Not too much of a chance of precipitation for sure in the morning. As we go to the next 24 hours, there's these storms popping off into the overnight hours as they move on toward the west. And into tomorrow, we do have another risk of some convection and sea breeze storms popping up, probably more so like today, a little bit later in the afternoon and into the evening. And temperatures tomorrow will be even hotter in some places as today, upper 90s across the area. But as we go to the next 7 days, we're forecasting a high of 100 and 101 on Friday and Saturday. Slight chances of showers and storms throughout the region, about 20% chance. And Sunday on Father's Day, looking like a nice, very hot but clear day, so not have to worry too much about rain on that day. So I'll stick with you right now to walk you around the southeast. Fort Lauderdale, right, is seeing some 88-degree weather, nice clear skies, a little bit cloudier as you go to New Orleans, 91 degrees, and also 91 over in Atlanta with some nice cumulus clouds in that picture. Temperatures are in the mid-90s to upper 90s as well. No matter what state you're in, you got somewhere in the 90s. 99 here in Tally, 94 in Atlanta, and 89 over in Miami. And a lot of moisture is in the atmosphere, just like our small area right here in the Big Bend. Across the southeast, a lot of moisture, mid-70s in most places, and that's helping to fuel some of the storms over to our northeast and the Carolinas right now. And heat indices also in the triple digits throughout the southeast, 106 in Memphis, 103 up in Nashville, and a little bit cooler, but not too much, 95 over in Miami. And radar is showing those storms in the Carolinas. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in that pink-purple color, and in that orange color, those are severe thunderstorm warnings. So plenty of warnings with this system of storms moving toward the coast and working its way toward the south. And a little bit to our west, we do have some showers and storms in Louisiana, Mississippi, and a little bit into Alabama. And we can really see those storms topping up on the water vapor imagery. So here's that mess of storms moving through the Carolinas. You can see very deep convection with those storms, as well as into New Orleans. And here's that flow regime for today. We have the easterly winds throughout the Big Bend region, and they kind of curl up to a clockwise rotation to help to bring those storms down. And into tonight, storms will, chances of temperatures will be around mid-70s, and into tomorrow up into the high 90s. Now, for the weekend, we do have an air show going on in Tennessee at the Millington-Memphis Airport. So we have, for Saturday and Sunday, looking like great days to go out and enjoy an air show. Like the Blue Angels, the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, will be performing this weekend. So on Saturday, a high of 95 degrees with a nice northwest wind at 9 miles an hour, with about 35% for your cloud coverage, and that improves onto Sunday's show. Cloud cover will decrease, so give you a best look at those airplanes as they fly throughout the sky. East winds at 10 miles an hour and about 20% chance of rain, but very sunny conditions. Also very hot, so please wear your sunscreen, wear your hats, and please stay hydrated if you like to attend. Now I'm going to give it over to Winnie to talk a little bit about what's going on nationally.
Thank you, Brandon. That heat wave is going to continue to bear down on us as we head into Father's Day weekend. So if you're going to treat Dad, I would suggest maybe not going outside, limit your time outdoors, take him to maybe a nice indoor dinner where you have air conditioning, because that weather is really going to continue to heat up as we continue into the weekend. Now let's look at these temperatures right now at 99 in Tallahassee, just one digit shy of that triple digit range. And I know I feel it, and I know you do too. It's a little cooler by the coast, 71 in Boston, 80 in DC, but as we head to the west coast, it is also quite cooler at 65 in Seattle and 65 in San Francisco as well. Now it's currently feeling like 109 in Tallahassee, 101 in Atlanta, 95 in Miami, but again, it's quite cool on the coast, 65 in Seattle. So at least the west coast is seeing some relief because that high pressure system will move towards them pretty soon. So we still have this high pressure system really lingering over us right now in the southeast. And winds typically go from the west to the east, but you can see that this high pressure system is really steering those winds towards the west and bringing in that hot humidity and temperatures over Texas and the Midwest. Now, we have a frontal system right here bringing some lines of storms and showers, and good news is we have that frontal system actually pushing through the southeast, possibly on Saturday, so we should see some relief from those temperatures. Now, it will be a slight relief. We'll still see temperatures in the 90s, but any relief is good relief. We still have quite a few active alerts going on right now. As you can see right now, in the southeast, we have an alert for excessive heat. So we have an excessive heat advisory ranging from St. Louis all the way down to Tallahassee. So again, be sure to stay hydrated. Make sure you're limiting your time outdoors because we're really going to see those conditions continue throughout the weekend. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has Tallahassee right now at a marginal risk, so nothing too severe, but unfortunately that severe weather has shifted towards the northeast. You can see in the Washington and New York area, they are currently for an enhanced risk. And as we zoom into the northeast, this area right here is in for a tornado watch and possibly severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. So we'll keep our eye to the sky and make sure we keep you weather aware because we do have lots of active weather going on right now. Now, as we move towards the mid-Atlantic, you can see we have this line of storms pushing through, and we have some onshore moisture coming in, kind of bringing in those storms in the mid-Atlantic. We still have quite a bit of instability in the atmosphere. As I mentioned yesterday, that instability right here really aids in that severe weather. So you can see all right here from Toronto all the way down to Raleigh, we're really seeing that instability in the atmosphere aiding in that severe weather. Wind shear is another factor in severe weather, and we have quite a bit of wind shear right now, moving towards the northeast. And then right now, as I mentioned before, we have a tornado watch in New York and that surrounding area. Now for our Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow, we are downgraded in Tallahassee to a non-severe warning, and pretty much looks to be downgraded across the nation, so those conditions will improve, thankfully, moving forward. Now for tonight's forecast, we're sitting at 75 in Tallahassee, much cooler, 76 in Atlanta, 80 in Memphis, and again by the coast we have 66 in Boston and 75 in Washington, D.C. Now for our tomorrow's forecast, still quite warm in Tallahassee, 99, 90 in Miami. And what's really, really funny to me is we are currently warmer than Miami, which is not on par for this time of year. Now we're going to take a look at the tropics to see what we have going on. As I mentioned, we're very, very active weather-wise right now, and you can see that we have a new possible source of development right here. It is 3E off of the coast of Mexico. We are tracking that because that development chance seems to be increasing as the days progress. Now right now we're looking at Hurricane Blas. Hurricane Blas is currently sitting at a Category 1. It has sustained winds at 85 miles per hour, and it's not expected to really affect the coast of Mexico. It should dissipate into the Pacific, but we still may see some hurricane force winds or possible rain on the coast as the days progress. Now, this other storm that I mentioned, Tropical Depression 3E, has been upgraded. We are currently sitting at 35 mile per hour sustained winds. That track is also expected to push towards the Pacific, but again, we may see those outer bands of that storm really, really bring some moisture and rain off of that coast. Now for that Saharan dust, the Saharan dust is moving right now across the coast of Africa towards the Atlantic, and that's really keeping those storms at bay in the Atlantic for us. And if you see right here, this area that really doesn't have any activity, that's where that Saharan dust is. So thankfully, we're seeing some relief off of the coast right here in those waters, but we still have quite a few active situations that we're tracking and that we are keeping an eye on because it is hurricane season. Now this area right here, we're in for a 10% chance of development. So it's a very, very low chance of development, but we're still tracking that for you. And right now I'm going to show you what we have is the June climatology forecast track. So what that is basically it shows you the projected track and area that we typically see in the month of June, which is hurricane season. But now I'm going to pass it to Brandon so he can bring it closer to home. Brandon, what do we have going on for our local?
Yes, we do have some storms in the area that are kicking off from the sea breeze. That convection has started a little bit later today and will be kicking off a little bit later again tomorrow as well. But right now over Doak Campbell Stadium, still at that scorching 99 degrees under these mostly cloudy cumulus skies. Temperatures have not moved all too much over the past 15 minutes, but they're still in the upper 90s throughout the region. And here are these storms on the radar. So these storms that have kicked off from that sea breeze convection, they're moving toward the west. They do have a lot of lightning, and we are under that marginal risk of severe weather, as some of these storms could become strong to severe with frequent lightning and gusty to severe wind gusts are possible. And here is that sea breeze kicking off over the coast of just around Perry. And as we go into the next 24 hours, these storms will move off to the west, and we have again that chance of severe storms tomorrow as well. As we go into your evening, these storms, are moving through the air. They're scattered in nature, so about 30% chance for the rest of the night. Temperatures will dip down from 94, around 7, to around the 80s, around 10, and to 11 as well. So if you'd like us, you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU weather. Also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather. And I hope you're watching right now on YouTube at youtube.com/FSU weather. And also give us a like and follow on Instagram to see what we post and send us some DMs of your current weather pictures. And here's your 7-day forecast again. Temperatures will reach into the triple digits. That's what we're forecasting for the high for Saturday. Father's Day is looking nice and sunny, but very hot as well, with temperatures reaching up to 99. So please stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a very great evening.